Hello, welcome to JIBRIN Angle on Oweleka TV. My name is JIBRIN, and this is my angle. Thank you once again for joining me on this monologue. I shall be discussing some kind of I don't know, political issues, but before then, there is a very, very important video I need you to watch. Watch this video to the end. The end is what matters on this video. I'll play this video. Thereafter, you don't want to miss my opinion about the content of this video. It's going to be important. Please, stay tuned. As you can see, this is Senator Natasha and her husband walking into the Senate chambers. Their husband obviously escorted her to her job location, that is the Senate. Very interesting video or scene, actually. Honestly, you don't want to miss my reaction, my opinion about this video. All right, you see, they just kissed. Let me play it back. All right, fair enough. It's your wife. You can do whatever you want to do. You desire to do with her. All right, the video plays on, but I think I have seen we have seen the most important part of the video. I'll go off right now and give my opinion about what I think um, about what just happened right now. All right, let's. All right, thank you so much for holding on. I don't want to waste your time. That's why I didn't. The video is longer than that, but every other parts of the video are is just not important. They are not important. So let's just go move on. Now, honestly, when I saw this video, I shook my head. I shook my head because it looks so childish to me. There are two indications here, two or three. The first indication is that um, both of them, both Natasha, Senator Natasha, and her husband Emmanuel Duaga, they behaved childishly, and it portends childishness from both sides, both of them. And secondly, it portends weakness on the side of the husband. Naturally, women are weak. So that's okay. All human beings are weak. They call women, they refer to women as the weaker vessels. They are both weak, but men are actually expected to project that image, that masculine, and that what do you call it? What do you call the name of this horse? Alpha male. That's spirit of alpha male. So that is why we just prefer we usually men are not expected to be weak in the natural in the general term. So it portends weakness from the man. The woman is allowed. Women can be exorbitant sometimes, and women can they can be childish, especially when it has to do with emotions. Women can be very, very childish. The majority of them are not emotionally intelligent. So that is understandable. But the man, again, the third thing, that weakness, when he talks, when it comes to weakness, why did I say that the man is weak? It portends weakness on the side of the man because um, what is the need for this? Why did you have to escort your wife to the Senate? Nobody is dragging the wife with you. Akpabio is not dragging the wife with you. Your wife with you. You are Akpabio is not your rival. You married her with your money. So the third thing, the third image, the third depiction here is inferiority complex. So we have childishness, we have weakness, childishness on both sides, both the woman and her husband. And the second one, weakness on the side of the man. I can excuse the woman. Women are naturally weak when it comes to emotions. That's understandable. Then the third one is inferiority complex on the side of the man again. So this speaks very, very ill. In fact, the image I saw, I noticed in this whole marriage is, the form when I made the other monologue, is it monologue? Yeah, monologue on Akpoti, and I agreed everything. I believe her. I believe what she said about the advances from the Senate president. And for those of you who watched it, you already know. I don't want to don't want to go into that, in order not to take our time here. I was on her side. Bottom line, on that first one, I was on her side. But this one, I'm not really against her, but I'm just trying to criticize not herself, but her husband and the union so far. Now, inferiority complaint in the sense that, what is your problem? What are you dragging? Is anybody dragging your wife with you that you have to? When I watched this video, it just looked like I can actually I can actually give just equate it to a father or a parent actually dropping the child off at school after probably the child complained of someone bullying him or her, the bullying him or her, and the parent says, "Okay, tomorrow I'm going to take you to school so that you feel secured." A sort of, and the next day the parent comes, drops the child to school at school, and the next thing for maybe drives around, walks around with the child for the villains of the child of his or her child to see that to feel threatened, sort of. So for the child to have sense of security, that is what that is just what I can actually use to exemplify what they just did. That is just the reality. It just like they just behave so childishly. And the man, this is well, let's even assume it is the wife's idea. If it is the wife's idea, it means that the man is weak to not to have resisted such kind of, not to have resisted such childish and weak idea. And if it is the man's idea, it's either way the man is guilty. Either way, he falls into the issue, the category of being a weak man and a man that is just overwhelmed with inferiority complex. So I don't get it. You just came to the public. What that video just connotes hypocrisy and artificiality. It is not original. It is obvious. Don't tell me this is exact. I doubt that is exactly how they behave naturally. Why putting up a public show of your marriage? What is Akpabio dragging your wife with you? Hell no. For God's sake, Akpabio is not your rival. You are the bona fide husband of this woman. Why behaving like a child to come and flaunt your wife? It is just it is crazy. I don't know. And this speaks to the fact that I think the woman is the one, the woman, for him to have behaved in such a way, the woman is the one, probably is, the man is the weak link. The woman is the stronger link in this union. And that is just the reality. She is the one probably controlling the man, because I don't understand why a man would behave in such a way. And I remember Natasha said, talked so much talked about how the husband actually respects and honors and holds Akpabio in high esteem. So you can imagine him behaving in such a way. Of course, he already sees Akpabio as a threat. So inferiority complex, he feels inferior to Akpabio, hence coming to show off his beautiful wife, that to tell Akpabio, who, hey, I am in charge here. It is my own. She belongs to me, or whatever. Come on, that is an act of a weak person, an act of a childish man, an act of a man that is not in charge of his marriage, not in charge of his wife. That is just the reality. I don't even expect the husband to have any to come to do anything about this issue of political, this issue of scandal, this issue of back and forth with president. I don't expect the man to have any public show of any whatever you do it. But a strong man you will hear the voice of a strong man. You will feel the action of a strong man from the background, not in front, not on camera. You don't. That is just the way you should do things. It is honestly that video is, when I watched it, I felt irritated. That is just the reality. And this brings me to the fact that, on the other monologue, I backed Akpoti, and I thought that, okay, I felt, in my opinion, I gave an opinion about her possible faithfulness to her husband, that she could be that faithful. Now, but after seeing this display, it just dawned on me that politicians generally, female politicians and male politicians, you hardly see them. There are exceptions. Only God knows. Of course, obviously, there are exceptions. But on general terms, majority, honestly, they are not faithful to their husbands and their wives. And that is why there is a study that came out recently that say that 40% of Nigerian married women in Nigeria are unfaithful to their husband. They cheat on their husband, 40%. And now when you go to Abuja, Abuja is even worse. Abuja, when you hear Abuja marriage, I remember those days in Abuja, you barely find a woman, a housewife that you can say she's faithful to. Abuja marriage, women that are married women in Abuja is another thing entirely. Again, don't get me wrong. Don't misinterpret. Don't take me out of context. It doesn't mean when they say a certain class of category of people are known for so thing or whatever, it doesn't mean everyone, 100% of them. It only means a vast majority of them. So we have exceptions. Exceptions applies in all cases, in all situations. So that is just it. The truth is, honestly, I find it difficult for any woman. You see, women that are in holding on to political power, nobody wants it. Especially when you test power, you don't want to lose it. So someone in Natasha's position would definitely have a whole lot of temptations left, right, and center, pressure left, right, and center, harassment left, right, and center, because she has attained a position of power. And when you get to that position, the people at par with you and beyond, above, and people above you will always want to get a taste of you, especially when you are a beautiful woman. So, and besides, even if you want to be decent, if you want to live a decent and responsible life, you want to live a faithful wife's life, honestly, it will be very difficult, if not impossible, because this pressure will it doesn't abate, it doesn't wane, it doesn't stop. The pressure, if you face the first pressure, either from the same person, it will repeat itself again and again and again. If you stop getting the same a certain pressure from Mr. A, Mr. B will pick up his own pressure. Mr. C will. Sometimes these pressures are coming at you simultaneously from different angles, simultaneously. So how can you be able, especially as a woman, how can you resist that? You cannot resist that, because when you get to power, you don't want to lose power. When you attain power, you don't want to lose it. And not losing it means that you have to play some balls. People above you will always want to dangle carrot at you. They will dangle carrot, they will show you stick and show you carrot. Take carrots means play ball and probably remain where you are, remain at the power level, or even go higher. Or if you don't take that, then take stick. Stick is, I punish you for that. That power, you will lose it. And like I said, especially women, generally, naturally, every human being get to power level, get to attain power level, you don't want to lose it. Women's own is even the worst. The moment you get to that, they don't want to lose it. They still want to keep benefiting that. And as a result of that, they can do all those. So even the Natasha herself, I don't, when it comes to politicians, let me be frank with you, not just Natasha, all female politicians that have attained power, position of relevance in the political sphere. Honestly, I do not trust any female politician. Male politician, forget about those ones. We're not even talking about that. Most of them they do whatever. So many of them, but we're talking about women this time around. Women, honestly, I do not trust any female politician that are at the corridors of power. I don't. None of them. I'm not even saying majority. I am telling you it is difficult. If you like, you call yourself born again Christian, or if it's a Muslim, I don't know what they call the Muslims or whatever. I know the male one. I don't know they are ustaz or whatever. I don't know if women. I don't think women. No, for Islamic they don't permit all that. But no matter what, no matter how spiritual you are, if you are a politician, a woman politician who who vied for political office or appointment or political appointment, you will fall prey of it, because you only have limited number of time you can resist such temptation, because like I said, temptations like this never abates. They never finish. It will keep coming and coming, and trust me, women have limitation when it comes to resisting temptations, especially temptations that comes with a whole lot of goodies. Goodies staring at their face. You cannot. Women cannot resist maximum pressure, especially when it comes to emotions. I am telling you, no matter how faithful your wife is, no matter how faithful your spouse is, a woman, I am telling you, she has not been pressured with a whole lot of options, beautiful options. Women have limits to what pressure they can take. I am telling you. So all these ones Natasha is doing, trying to show to the world childish together with her husband, and her husband just played along this foolish and childish act. It's just a show. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't make her look, it doesn't make her or make her look a faithful woman or a faithful wife. That is not it. It's just irritating. I wish they never did this nonsense. I don't know why. The husband looked just so, he just commonized himself. And obviously, person like Akpabio, that they did it because of him, would just be smiling and be looking at him as a small boy. Of course, that is what he is. He just behaved as one. Unfortunately, so sad. And this is my angle.